Welcome to Attayn, the all-in-one platform helping people and businesses achieve their goals.
Alfred, Dr. Alfred, welcome. Would love to hear a little bit about yourself and why you decided to become a coach.
All right, thank you very much. It's a huge honor to be here. All right, so I have about 23 years of experience in management consulting, and I've been in HR, I've done business consulting, management, HR, all those things. And so some couple of years ago, something happened to me. I got stuck. I was stuck at a level in my life, and I just realized I plateaued. And I had an encounter. I met with a mentor of mine who had then just become a life coach. And so he started working with me. And I noticed that my life was actually moving on. And it looked like what I was doing for the people that were with me, but not in a structured way. Definitely wasn't in a structured way. But, something I was doing for them. So, but when I had that encounter, and I said to myself, "Wow, this just it," because coaching is not us, stroking people's head, caressing their head, telling them, it's going to be fun and dandy, all those things. Coaching is coaching is, you saying to somebody, get up on your feet and get it done, telling them the truth, to their face in a very nice way anyways, not in a very dictatorial way, but
I don't know, whatever works, right? You see coaches yell at people, and some coaches, they use a nicer approach because I guess people respond to different stimuli, I guess. And so somebody helped you, and because they helped you, you figured you would sort of get in the business of helping other people. Is that sort of the why you became a coach?
Yeah, so that was one of it. Like I said, it was this was something I had been doing, initially, in a way, but but that just was a clarity call for me. It was a stage of my life where this is it, and sincerely, I just told myself, you know what, regardless of whatever you do, coaching just has to be number one, and it's been rewarding all these years, because people get better when you coach them. That's the truth.
Yeah. Nice. So, you've been doing it for a while. What motivates you to continue coaching? Like, why haven't you moved on to something else? I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah. So, like I said, it's been about 4 days ago, I was somewhere and somebody walked up to me and said, you know what, thank you for the other time. And he said, you know what, I didn't even know that was in a bad state, but until you asked me that question, I didn't know something was wrong with me. He said he didn't know. So, but when I asked him just a couple of questions, he questioned himself. There was a reawakening in him. There was a self-awareness. He came to himself, and he said, you know what? So he came to me, called me, he said, you know what? I just wanted to say thank you. And that's what happens over the years. I've seen people, call, say thank you. Even when I want to give up, I see people who come and say, you know what, if not for what you did, if not for your sessions, I won't be here today. I've seen married people come to me. I've seen singles. I've seen all sorts, elderly, young people, just come over and it's rewarding, really. Yeah, apart from the money, but really, honestly, the impact is immeasurable. That's just the truth.
Gotcha. So what would you consider like a highlight of your coaching experience? Like, what domain of coaching was it, and what actually happened that made it stick out as a highlight of your coaching experience?
Okay, beautiful. So I realized over the years that I was more performance driven. I wanted to have results. I was always so picky about, getting this done, all those things. But I really didn't have that eureka moment until sometime, interestingly, earlier this year. I'd been doing what I assumed I was doing. Interestingly, that's the thing about coaching, because you also learn on the way. Was that I assumed that what I was doing was more business growth, just business growth, and just working with individuals. Then I had a miracle moment when I sat down and I started to connect the dots. I looked at what I'd done extensively for my 13 years of active coaching, and then for my 23 years of, management consult, and I saw that there was one thing that connected, and what was that? That was performance. So that was really big for me. That was really big for me. And the thing about coaching is that even being a coach, you also subjected to the same rules. You get to also apply the same rules to yourself. But more than anything, coaching is so powerful that even a coach gets to be coached occasionally, every now and then. And it's always very powerful, and we get better. So that for me, it was major for me. But the highlight for me was when I started coaching globally, because people would just, people started referring me, and just, what, you're that good. So I mean, people from across the ocean would call and they would say, what, we want, because and they pay. And I'm like, really? So that was defining for me, because
Nice.
because I just felt, wow, this is cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's the highlight. Let's flip the switch. What would you consider probably one of your biggest challenges right now trying to build a coaching practice?
Okay. All right. You're about starting. It starts with a passion. It's not about the profit, it's about the passion, really.
Okay.
Do you have a passion for solving this problem? Variety of niches, so what exact problem do you believe that you have the capacity to resolve? What do you want to use your coaching to do? What impact do you want to make in life? Because that for me has been something that I've looked over the years, over and over and over, even when it's not about the money. Because yes, now I'll be sincere with you, there are times when, of course, I take on some free coaching with people, even 2 months thereabout. But why do we do that? Passion. I mean, because I'm aware that what, this person is going to make a world a better place. And I have this philosophy akin to me, and it's that I believe that the more people's problems we resolve, the more safer the world becomes.
Yes,
The
nice.
crime rate of the world drops. And I talk with a lot of people, young people especially, and I see them moving off the streets, doing something very, very amazing with their lives. I've seen people go on to be global citizens, just because they went through my coaching. So passion, be passionate about what you do, and understand what exactly are you using your coaching to resolve in the world.
Gotcha. Nice. So, we're obviously here at Attain, so I was curious to hear, why did you choose to bring your coaching practice to the Attain platform?
Oh yeah, so Attayn is a global platform. I wanted something that would allow me to, interact more with people. Also, Attayn also, brings a learning curve. Interesting, even the coach needs a coach, and it's interesting when you, we've got to get to a point where we understand where we must be accountable. When you get to that level where you're no longer accountable, you don't have somebody, you know, um, that you report to, or you don't have a system or a structure that keeps you going. Sometimes you lose it. Attayn has that structure. Attayn has that ability to make you a better coach. Attayn has the prospect and the potential, not just to place you on the global setting, but to also keep you growing. And that's what it is. Whether we like it or not, everybody needs a sort of motivation. I'll be real when I say sometimes, yes, sometimes we need the king and not just the carrot. So yeah, so you want to get better. Yeah, I think, everybody needs a bit of, yeah, that's how it works really, because inherently every human being is easy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, just, it's been great. So, I know you're a visionary. So where do you see your coaching practice in 5 years if nothing could stop you?
Wow. Okay, so this is my dream. This is my
Let's hear
dream.
it.
This is my
Let's hear
vision
it.
to, to be a coach. To be a coach that flies from one country to another. You're running executive high performance coaching for C-suite executives. In large corporations of the world. That's been my dream. That's what I work on. That's why I sometimes, it keeps me awake. I don't sleep. I'm always reading. I'm studying. I'm growing. Joining bodies, international bodies. Growing myself, getting better. So yeah, that's it. 5 years time. Yeah. Who knows? I might be sitting on the same stage with Anthony Robbins. Rubbing shoulders
Hey,
with John.
go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
I mean, that's it. Standing beside all the big boys. Dean Graziosi. With oh yeah, all of those big guys. Yeah,
All right. Hey,
stay.
I love the
Yeah,
vision. I love the vision. I love the vision. Well, it's been great hearing
yeah.
about your background, and look forward to continuing to work with you on Attayn.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.